Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope you're having a great day and welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all your Toyota Tundra news and information and interval updates like my last video and today. If you didn't catch the last video, I've now been in my 2024 Toyota Tundra 1794 for 1 year. So we went over all of the things about that truck, the good, the bad, the ugly, and some of the modifications we've done to it along the way. Now, when I do interval updates, the following video, I always like to talk about the value of my 2024 Toyota Tundra or whatever Tundra I'm in at that time. I've made videos along the way talking about trade-in value versus payoff to kind of show you where the truck hopefully and finally catches up to an even or positive equity situation. So I'm going to go over some of the numbers I've given you over the year, which there have been a few interval updates. I gave a number right off the bat when I got the truck just for a starting point. And then there was one 3 months in and 6 months in. And then today you will see 1 year later, payoff versus value. Now for the value, I use the median trade-in value on kellybluebook.com. That is not a set in stone value. This is just to give you a general idea of where the value is on this 2024 Toyota Tundra. And this is a 1794 edition, which is one of the higher trims of Tundra. So we shall see how the value goes. Let's start 1 year ago when I bought the truck. This is right off the bat, literally a few days later. My initial payoff was $67,376 and 96 cents. And the median trade-in value at the time on Kelley Blue Book was $55,738. So I was under equity, $11,638.96. So that is where the truck began. 3 months later, we checked the value again. And at this point, I owed $66,142.95. The Kelley Blue Book median trade value was $51,764. And I was under equity, $14,378.95. At the 6 month mark, I owed $64,275.61. The Kelley Blue Book median trade value was $54,013. So I was under equity, $10,262.61. And that's the last interval update I did, and that brings us to 1 year. Let's see how close we are after 1 year of ownership to positive equity. So my 2024 Toyota Tundra currently has 13,452 miles on it. My payoff right now is $60,481.39. My median Kelley Blue Book trade-in value is $51,540. So that means I am still underwater, $8,941.39. Now, if you're thinking private party, some people like to sell their vehicle, without going to the dealership, doing it all themselves. My private party value is $53,123 to $57,367 with a median private party value of $55,259. So if I was to sell it private, I'm under $5,222.39. And by the way, for this newest number, my trade-in value, the median is $51,540, but the range is $49,553 to $53,501. So after 1 year, it is catching up, but it is still very much under equity. And that's why I make these videos. I like to show you guys how long it will take for this thing to get, above water, even equity or positive equity. Now, this truck is a lease for me. All right. So at the end of a lease, I can literally just walk in, hand them the keys and walk away, and that's it. But the reason I make this video is for a couple different reasons. A lot of people are financing their vehicles, so this is where the payoff number would make sense to you. And also, if I don't finish out the lease, that's when these numbers matter, because then they go to the payoff, and that's how you determine your value that way. And a lot of times I've traded in a lease early, and then it becomes something that these payoff numbers matter a lot. Now, back in the day, on a few Tundras, second gen and some of the early third gens that I traded in, they were leases, but I built up equity in the vehicle because the trade-in values were very high at one point, that I was able to have that equity as a down payment on the next vehicle. It doesn't look like that's going to happen right now with the 1794, but I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop on where the value is on that one more time for this new one-year number. $60,481.39 is my current payoff. $51,540 is the median Kelley Blue Book trade value. And that means I am underwater, $8,941.39. It's heading in the right direction, but we still got a ways to go. Feel free to go down in the comments. Head over to kelleybluebook.com. Let us know what your Tundra is. And are you in a positive equity situation, or do you still have some hills to climb to get to positive equity? Now, that was after 1 year. The next update on the trade value will be in 6 months. So we'll continue along and see how long it takes. If there's a spike in value on the newer generation Tundras, hopefully the 2024 model year, that will be big, and that's when that number will get closer and closer to paying it off. But that is where I am after 1 year. That really doesn't matter to me. I absolutely love my 2024 1794. So if you're in the market and you're not sure which trim you want, make sure you check out those 1794s and those Platinums. A lot of great deals out there right now. You may find yourself in a position where you're looking at SR5 and Limited, but the deals are so good, you end up in a high luxury trim Tundra like a 1794 in Platinum. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and you guys have a great day. Thank you, as always, for watching. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe, be well. Talk to you soon.